this computer. All right, so we're going to take a look at Screencastify Submit, which is, as I said, it's actually a assignment option for students. And what's nice about this assignment option is, although you needed a Screencastify account to get it going, your students don't need Screencastify accounts. They don't even have to log in. They get the assignment from you and they click a button to record. You can actually kind of see some of the pieces to it right here in this slide, actually. So they get the demo assignment, they get the assignment from you, you choose the title. They do need to turn on their mic and webcam. Then they see my instructions and they hit the record button. They do their recording. They should play it back, make sure they can be seen and heard. And then they hit submit, and then they get a confirmation that their video was submitted. At least, fingers crossed, that's how it should happen. So what I have for you on the slide deck is a help page just for Screencastify Submit as a teacher, like how to get it going and how to create the assignments, but we'll talk about that in a couple minutes. A 3-minute getting started video, so nice and short. And then we're going to actually try one right now. And I'll click this first. So I'm going to click this link, is a link that I generated by creating the Screencastify Submit assignment. It allowed me to create a link that I could give you. So if I click on that, we're going to pretend I'm the student right now. That way we'll have 2 assignments in the little bank in a minute. And my instructions are: introduce yourself to me. Tell me one thing you are proud of so far this fall. Turn on the mic and webcam. To continue, please allow microphone and camera access. At least they make that nice and bold, so it's harder for the students to miss this, this particular pop-up. So they're going to allow. Then I'm going to hit record. It's going to give me a countdown, but I can skip it. Hi, my name is Nicole Naditz. I am the program specialist for instructional technology and world languages. And one thing I'm super proud of this fall is just actually seeing and observing how our teachers are just really being super innovative in terms of reaching and engaging their learners. So you hit stop recording when you're done. Again, technically, you should really play back the video. Hi, my name is Nicole Naditz. And make sure it works. Make sure it can be seen and heard. If it can't be, if there's a problem, they can start over. There is one more reminder at the bottom of the screen of the assignment, but they can just hit submit. So the student didn't have to record or open anything new. They didn't have to install anything. They didn't even have to log in, nothing. So it is currently submitting my video, fingers crossed. It might be having a little hissy fit because it's my same account, but I got my confirmation that my video was submitted successfully. So I'd love for you to try one really quickly, even if you don't actually do the assignment, that's fine. That way we can see what multiple assignments look like in Screencastify Submit. So I'm gonna pause the recording. If you are gonna try the video, you can leave your Zoom microphone on or you can turn it off. And I'll give you about 3 minutes.
Where is it? I mean.
Oh, in the slide deck, hold on, let me pause recording. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that should get you to your assignments. One is if you already have your recordings page open, the 3 lines on the left are always a menu button. That's a menu icon. You can go to submit. And this should bring me to not only my assignment, but my actual recordings. So you'll notice there are now 3 submissions because I did a test submission earlier. At least I think I did. And this is also where I got the link to provide to the students. Remember that you can only have one open submit assignment at a time because we actually don't have the pro version of the submit feature. We only have the pro version of the record feature. So this assignment is open. My 3 dots, it's another menu button. I can click here to close the assignment so that I have another one available to use with a class. And I can click on the number 3 to view my submissions. So that's one way to get to them. You'll notice it put all the submissions in Google Drive. It also did figure out who you are, which I thought was interesting because it doesn't require any kind of login. So I thought it was interesting that did it have you put your name in? It didn't have me put a name in, so I'm not sure.
No, but I'm assuming since I was already logged into Google.
Yeah, that it just grabbed it. So you'll see that these are the submissions that have been provided, and now the teacher can listen to them. And then the way you'll have to provide feedback would be using some other mechanism, because there isn't going to be a way that I'm aware of. I'll click on mine in case you didn't want yours shown. Oh, hold on, let me click on one that is already done. Okay, so if I wanted to, I can play this, I can download it. I can add comments, but I don't think you have this file anywhere. I'd be curious to know, because of course I have it in my drive. It's my Screencastify Submit. Josh, I don't know if you have a Screencastify Submit folder that Google Drive just created for you. If you do, then it means I could add a comment directly onto your video and you would see it when you next opened it, which would be really cool. I see it on mine, but then again, this was my account. And so I'm not sure if that's the same for you. So my Screencastify Submit creates a folder for the teacher to collect the assignments. I don't believe it creates a folder for the students. But if it doesn't, you would obviously be able to take your video assignment with the comment that you added and just share it back with the student so that the student can see it and they would be able to see your comments.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, no folder.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I knew it created one for the teacher. So the way for the teachers to do that would be to watch the video, add a comment, and then come back to that video in Drive and get the link. Make sure one of the things Google changed, and it was not a helpful change in the least, was over this summer in 2020, they actually made sharing harder. And what they did was they show you a link, and most people are now very trained. I see a link, I copy the link, I'm good to go. That link is restricted. Nobody you give it to can open it unless they have been specifically added as an editor. So that link is really no good. You have to click here, change it to either anyone with the link or San Juan Unified, and then you can copy it. So you could copy this and share this back with the student, or you could add the student up here and share with them that way. Either way will work. And then they would be able to see any comments that you added to it as feedback. So that's a nice option, as opposed to having to find some other mechanism for getting feedback back to the student. They would actually get their video back and they get your comments back. So I think that's pretty important. The other way I told you I would show you two ways. The first way I showed you to get to your Screencastify Submit assignments was from your My Recordings window. You have those 3 lines, you go to Submit and you can see your assignments. The other way to get there is if you open the Screencastify extension, because you're not in your recordings yet, you actually have the same 3 lines and it will take you straight to Submit also. So that 3-line hamburger menu, as some people call it, is basically your key to getting to all the other features. The other piece that probably came without saying is this is your big new assignment button. That's how I created the assignment. And what I'm going to do to just preserve bandwidth on the computer is I'm actually just going to talk you through the screenshots I took as I did the process. So I went to Submit, I clicked on New Assignment, and then there's a choice that you have to make. So do you want them to do screen only with microphone audio, but no video of them? Meaning students will just record what's on their screen and talk while they do so. Or do you want to do webcam? I chose webcam for this assignment that we practiced today. One important note is for screen only, it does not work on phones or tablets. So if you have students in your classes who are using personal devices and are dependent on only using a phone, the screen only option won't work. They have to have a Chromebook or a computer in order to do that. And then you hit the next button, which of course is being hidden by my Zoom tools. But you hit the next button. After you make a selection, that button will turn blue. Oops. Then name the assignment and provide any instructions you would like. That button will turn blue. Hit next. Adjust any settings you want. So who has access to submit videos? Anyone with the link, or you can pull that down for some other options. What is the privacy? So can students view? So it turns out, I forgot about this, you could set it up so that students can view each other's videos. However, I didn't notice any kind of moderation, meaning I don't know for sure if teachers are able to preview the videos first before the students see them and decide which videos students get to see and which ones they don't get to see. My understanding is it would just become available to students. I also have not tested that one to see how students get access to them. One of the third options is students can view their own video. So I think that one will send you the video back. I set it up right now that students can't view any, but the third option here is students can view their own video, because as you saw right now, you didn't have the video back. But if I share it with you, you can see it. I can set it up in Screencastify Submit so that you automatically do get your own video back. And then this one is for me as the teacher. Do I want an email notification when a video is submitted? And the answer to that question depends on a couple of things. Are you already knowing that you're going to assign this assignment and students are going to do it over the next day and a half to 2 days? You probably don't need the email notifications. You know it's coming, and the last thing you need is 200 email notifications that your students did it. But if it's something that students are going to be submitting over a longer period of time, you might appreciate email notifications so that you can look at them as they come in, or you might be able to go back to the assignment and edit these settings so that after the due date happens, you can go back and say, I'd like email notifications now, because now it's only going to be the students who turned it in late. And it'll remind me, oh, that's right, another student did it. I'm already finished with this. I've already graded them and given them feedback, or just given them feedback. But now these students who did it late, I also need to work with their videos. So I'm going to get email notifications for that because it's not coming in with everybody else's. Then hit next. Sorry, the button might not be blue, might be orange. That is their favorite color. So, oh, but that one's blue. And then it'll say that your assignment is live. Share the link to start collecting videos, but I showed you that the link is also available in your Screencastify Submit page in case you don't grab it from here right away. And it shows you what folder your videos for this assignment will be saved in. And that's key. It's going to first create a Screencastify Submit folder, and then within that, it will create a folder for each assignment you do. So my demo assignment had its own folder. If I create a French 1 assignment tomorrow, it will have its own folder inside the Screencastify Submit folder. And then it will let you preview the whole thing the way a student does, so you can make sure it's functioning okay. Go back to your submit page to view, edit, share, or close an assignment. So I kind of just gave a quick screenshot of that. And then I then went through the preview mode and kind of gave again all the screenshots I gave much earlier on that kind of show the process for the students. Okay. And then I also showed, here's the click path. It's my drive, Screencastify Submit, demo assignment, because that's what I called it. And now when I go there, there's 3 assignments there now instead of just 1. You will notice that when we first looked at my drive in the demo assignment folder, see how this has the play button and these 2 don't. They were processing. So if you see it with just the red little video thing, it's processing. Let's refresh that page, see if it comes back. Nope, not yet. It might still be processing. And then the other thing I wanted to see is, I believe if I go in here, hold on a second, my tools are in the way again. Let me edit this assignment. So I can completely change what this is, but I already had it as webcam only. I want to save it that way. I want to save that. Anyone with the link or anyone in my organization, which is San Juan Unified, video privacy, students can view their own video or students can view all videos. That means there's no moderation. And email notifications, I turned those off in my case. I'm going to reset this for students can view their own video. And I could turn on my email notifications as if this was late. I'm going to hit save. Now, I don't know if this is going to, it will probably only take effect for videos that come in after this point. So I don't know if you are going to get an email about the video that's here, because at the time that you created the video, it wasn't, that setting wasn't in place. So, But that, in a nutshell, is the submission version of Screencastify, the student assignment. Do you have any questions?
Not really.
No, it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't have a lot of fancy tools. You know, it's kind of designed to be like something that should work without any glitches. The one thing we didn't look at, if I create, let's go back. I'm going to edit this one. If I edit this one and I change it to screen only, and I say next, and then I've got all this on, and I hit save. Let's go here. Let's try it. So now this is a little bit different. This is the other kind of assignment. If I say record, it's going to ask them what window they want to share, right? And now instead, it's going to share their screen, whatever it is on their screen that they wanted to show, if they had a presentation or whatever they had. And it's going to record that while they are submitting their assignment. Now, stop recording. I doubt, let's see if it did. I want to see if it noticed when I jumped to the other screen. Oh, I don't want to listen. Hold on a second. Okay, play. It's not letting me scrub. Nope, I can't scrub. I have to play the whole thing. Oh, it did. So it captured all my tabs. And now it recorded my voice, but I muted it because I didn't want to hear it. And it captured whatever I was doing on my screen and made that into a video that they could start over or turn in, just like the first video, which was just the webcam. Okay. That's pretty much it, because they kept it pretty limited on the features, probably so that not a lot could get messed up. But once I look at submissions, as you saw, it goes into that folder and I can play those submissions. Oh, good, another one's ready. I can play those submissions, leave comments on them. And if necessary, I could share it back with the owner so that they could see their own video and their comments. The next thing to try would be seeing what happens now that I changed the settings so that students can see their own video, how it gets the video back to them. So when I did it, if I say submit, let's do that, because I did change it. So let me see if it, there we go. So now that I said that the students can see their own, they can download it. I can also share it to Google Classroom. So I forgot about this because I didn't have a classroom to put everybody in, but if you wanted, you could have an assignment ready for Google Classroom. So let's see, it's gonna make me pick which classroom I wanna share this to. I have plenty of classes to choose from. Hold on, it's still loading. Oh, that might have been it for what my computer can handle now. So in theory, it would open up the class and then let me add this video as a student to this Google Classroom, but it looks like it's having a little bit of a hard time figuring out how to make that work. Although when we first did, well, that was with Read and Write, but we noticed that like it had a hard time loading my Google Classrooms to find my teachers, so that I could choose which teacher I wanted to send my Read and Write assignment to. So it could be that it's just having, now it looks like it's, nope, not gonna work for me today. But the other option for students is to download the video to their device so that they have it. And I will keep playing with this share video to Classroom, see if it works better at another time. It might just be glitchy right now, to see if that's a possibility. And if so, what does it do? Does it let me attach it to an assignment? You know, it's a little bit convoluted. If students download the video, they can then upload it to Google Classroom by using, in any assignment in Google Classroom, students can click the add button and they can add a file from their computer or a file from Google Drive and attach it to any assignment. So in theory, if a teacher created an assignment, the students could put their videos there as long as the teacher made it possible for the student to get their own video and provided some instructions on how to make that happen, especially if their class is younger or new at using this kind of technology and new at downloading their videos and then having to upload them to Google Classroom. But that could be an option for collecting all the videos in a place that you're used to seeing your students work, like Google Classroom. Okay. All right. I think that's it.